Welcome to the Ontario CB Club, where the radio's home and the friendships grow. We ride the highways and the county roads, sharing stories as we go. From the crack of dawn to the late night boom, our voices travel far and wide. In the CB Club we find our tune, with every mile we're side by side. Breaker 19, come on back, let's hear your voice on the track. In the Ontario CB Club, there's always someone to talk back. Through the winter snow or the summer's heat, we keep the airwaves alive. In our rolling homes on wheels, it's the friendships that thrive. Antennas high, touching the sky, signal strong as we pass by. The Ontario CB Club, it's where we belong, under the open sky. So tune in now, don't be shy, join our convoy, give it a try. In the Ontario CB Club, together we'll ride, with CB love that won't die. Breaker 19, come on back, let's hear your voice on the track. In the Ontario CB Club, there's always someone to talk back. Through the winter snow or the summer's heat, we keep the airwaves alive. In our rolling homes on wheels, it's the friendships that thrive. Antennas high, touching the sky, signal strong as we pass by. The Ontario CB Club, it's where we belong, under the open sky. So tune in now, don't be shy, join our convoy, give it a try. In the Ontario CB Club, together we'll ride, the CB love that won't die. Come on back, let's hear your voice on the track. In the Ontario CB Club, there's always someone to talk back. Through the winter snow or the summer's heat, we'll keep the airwaves alive. In our rolling homes on wheels, it's the friendships that thrive. Breaker 19, come on back, let's hear your voice on the track. In the Ontario CB Club, there's always someone to talk back. Through the winter snow or the summer's heat, we'll keep the airwaves alive. In our rolling homes on wheels, it's the friendships that thrive. In the Ontario CB Club, together we'll ride, with CB love that won't die.
Check in tonight. 2 Oscar Charlie 280, Louisiana.
Okay, hi everybody.
In a minute, Thomas. Nick's getting everything ready, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting everything ready. This is your host, Nick. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook as
How else
well.
do y'all do this, Nick?
181, Northern New Brunswick.
Hey, Thomas, what part of Louisiana are you from?
All right, yeah. So the net started.
Down here, just west of Morgan City.
The net started. So yeah,
Walker, Louisiana.
it's a free-for-all here.
Zachary, get out of here.
Happy Friday. Let me
Walker.
send this to everybody because we are streaming on
Okay.
Facebook and YouTube at the
That's
same
40
time.
miles west of Zachary.
So we have to
Yeah, I know where you
tell
at.
everybody what we're doing.
What's my buddy HRR doing over there? He still on the radio?
Yep, everybody's on the radio. Did I knock down the camera?
I
Yeah,
ain't heard him in a while.
A friend of mine was living in Morgan City.
There you go. Can't talk now.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
about
talk.
8 miles west of Morgan City, a little town called Patterson.
So how's everybody doing? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, he was staying
We're
there
trying
for
to.
a couple years. Went to school there a bit before
Why
they
am
moved
I
to New Mexico.
disabled here? I don't. I cannot tell. I don't understand this thing.
And the last time I saw HRR,
Yep.
That
So,
must have been 20 years ago or longer.
all right. Sorry, guys. I have to forget about it. Don't worry. We're here. Thanks for
Yeah, I
coming.
haven't heard him in a while.
Yeah. So,
Boy, me and that dude used to be singing many a sun up on the radio.
hi, Louis. Hi,
together.
Louis. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. We are 20 minutes late. I had to wait for you guys to finish the conversation. So I hope you can see me okay here. Uh, let me see. Everything goes wrong tonight. No, actually, no, we're good. All right. So thanks for stopping by. It is your host Nick. It's our Friday night live net, and I got six people watching. I saw about 30 something on Zello, and I don't know how many. I cannot send the invitation on Facebook. I'm not allowed to mention anybody. It's my group, and I cannot mention anybody. This is weird tonight. So tonight is Friday, the 19th of 2025. We're gonna start with the check-ins. Happy Friday, everybody. Uh, this is our Friday night live net. We do this every Friday, and we stream this on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And we start with check-ins. So everybody, all we ask from Zello is first name and location, and then we go ahead and look at. Yes, Ross, that would be me. Everything that you see here, it's all yours truly. So we are professionals. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah. So we're good. Everything is good. I got Jeff. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Happy Friday. Let's start with the check-ins from Zello, and we'll go as we go. All right, let me hear you guys. Thanks for coming.
I got number one tonight. I'm going to brag. 2 Oscar Charlie 280, Gold Coast, Louisiana. Thomas. 5986, Stouffville, Ontario. Louis. Scooter Steve 225 coming to you live from Louisiana. Number 3.
I like it.
Oscar Charlie 236, Lane from Banastra, Ontario, Canada. Checking. Good evening, everybody.
I like it. I like it.
9 Oscar Charlie 552, Joe from Kitchener, Ontario. Hello, all.
Hello, Joe.
9 World Radio 962 out of BC, and it's Dan. Good evening, everyone.
All right. Yes, sir.
197 over here in the cold country of Barrie, Ontario, in Noodle.
All right.
Now, 3030, White Eagle, Tennessee, checking in. Hey, everybody.
Good stuff, Matt.
Scott, 9 Oscar Charlie 1705, Elmville.
1705. Yes, sir.
9 Oscar Charlie 171, Mark. Lindsay, Ontario.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
9 Oscar Charlie 209, Roscoe, Lindsay, Ontario.
209 Roscoe. Yes, sir.
9 Oscar Charlie 156, Harry, in the town of Durham, Ontario.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. I'm here, guys. I'm
9
here.
Oscar Charlie 965, Operator Cliff, Keswick, Ontario.
Cliff. Yes, sir.
9 Oscar Charlie 520, Ted from Listowel. 7621, Trinidad, Legos, and
7621. Yes, sir.
Dave 181, Bathurst, New Brunswick.
All right. Who else? Who else is left to check in? Got a couple of people watching.
551, Sam, Peterborough, Ontario.
Okay. Who 55 Sam? Thank you so much, sir. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for stopping by. It's your host Nick here, and let's go back on YouTube to see the comments. There we have our good friend Jeff from Ottawa. Thank you so much, sir. Happy Friday. Nice to see you here. Jeff is Oscar Charlie 3408. Thank you so much. And moving on, we got Ross. Ross, thanks for the flowers. Yeah, so Ross, everything you see here, it's by yours truly. And the 965, yes, sir, 965 Cliff, I got you on number 14 when you checked in on Zello. So thanks for coming, guys. Smash the like button. Actually, you know what? Just hit it once because if you hit it once, you give a like. If you hit it again, you take the like back. So just do it once. All right. Let's go on Facebook to see how many people we have there on Facebook. Luis, yes, sir. I checked you in, my friend. Number 25986, Luis. Yes, thank you so much. And Ken, I will check you in on number 21. 914 on the mobile, of course, right? Let me double check. Of course. Waving and checking in. Thank you, sir. If you are watching on Facebook, you can only see the radios. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my face. Not that you're missing anything, but yeah. So, oh, we got good friend from Las Vegas, Bill. Bill, you're number 22 on the check-ins list. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Bill, why is my cat meowing? Okay, please. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, 2 Oscar Charlie, 2301 from Las Vegas. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. Already we have 22 people, and yeah, it's growing. It's growing slowly, slowly. Thanks, everybody. So let's go back on Zello. Anybody else would like to check in and say hello? Please do so. All we ask is first name and location. Go ahead.
9 Oscar Charlie, 458 Edgar, Newfoundland.
Yes, sir.
9 Oscar Charlie 150 Doug in Grand Valley.
All right.
Hemisphere, sign on to the Northern Hemisphere. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, out on.
Yes, sir. Our good friend Pete. Hey, guys. Ben, you told me your first name. I have it here. I have it here. Ben, thank you for coming in. I'll find it here. I'll find it. I have you here. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I promise. Yeah, my thing is all messed up. Anyway, thanks for coming in. It's Nick. He keeps saying deck, so it's okay. It's close enough. Close enough. All right. Thank you, our good friend Pete. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in from the South Hemisphere. Yes. Thank you so much. Pleasure to have you here, sir. And yeah, we are here live on YouTube and Facebook for another. Yes, Cody. Cody. So, Cody, I'll check you in number 26, okay? And apologies for. I'll get used to it. We got John, JG, Mopar. We have. I'll try to remember everybody's name. Steve 483. JT, like I'm getting there slowly, slowly. I'm getting there. All right. Thanks. Your number 26, Cody. Thank you for everything. Good to have you here. All right. Anybody else would like to check in, guys? And then we're gonna jump in the conversation. A lot of topics to cover tonight. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna try to read the comments for our friends who cannot join on Zello. I'm gonna try to read all their comments from YouTube and Facebook. So tonight, thanks to Ted We got some topics going on, and uh, our friend Steve asked, mentioned a topic for sale. So yeah, if anybody is maybe selling anything, like what are you gonna do with all these radios? Eventually, one day, let's face it. Okay, let's face it. You keep buying, 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 then all these radios one day is gonna end up in the sidewalk, on the sidewalk, in the junkyard, in the scrap, who knows where, right? So yeah, why don't we sell some of our radios and spread the love? Spread the love. Somebody that doesn't have a specific radio can get it and enjoy as much as he can, and then he can sell it to somebody else to enjoy. So that's called sharing. Sharing is caring. So let me hear you one more time with your check-in. So far, I have 26 people. Let me go back on Facebook. Maybe I missed somebody. Okay, I haven't missed anybody. Let me try to do this because uh, why? This is my Facebook group, and I cannot mention people that I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to. So let's go back here. Sorry, guys, give me 2 seconds. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Groups, and we go here. And here, let's see if I can comment like that. Yeah, I can comment. Okay. So let's tell everybody that. All right, so that's done. Let me replace that. Yeah, because we started the stream, and usually I send the message to everyone, and tonight it won't let me do it. Let me see. Can I do it now? No, it's I'm not allowed. Unreal. Okay, enough talking. Okay, let me hear you guys with your check-ins. Let's see who else is left, and then we're gonna jump in the conversation. Nobody?
Nick, I got that notification from you.
Ken, you have to refresh the page. Sorry.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, it just popped up here.
Hey, 225. Check your messages on Zella.
All right, so that's that. Craig, thank you so much, Craig. You're number 27 on the check-ins list.
405 Edgar in Newfoundland.
Yes, Edgar, I got you, my friend. I got you. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. I have you on number 23, okay? Number 23, Edgar, thank you so much. I was checking in Craig. Craig is going to be number 27. And Craig is our good friend from Alberta, 9 Oscar Charlie 434. Thank you so much for coming in, my friend. Happy Friday. Alvin, you're in Sudbury. We're in Toronto. Alvin, thank you so much for coming. I'll check you in since you are here. Number 28. Yep. We are in Toronto. The stream and the group is based in Toronto. Our friends are all over the world. So we have friends in Canada, in the States, and more. All right, let me go back to YouTube. All right, I hope we didn't miss anybody. All right, back to the check-ins. Who else would like to check in, guys? And then we're going to jump in the conversation. Ted, get ready.
Thomas, go check your message.
Oh, Thomas, come on, check your messages. You got to check your messages. Okay, guys, you can check your messages there. All right, we're gonna jump into the conversation. Let me look at the topic The topic for tonight. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody because if you are new to the group and on Facebook, if you are new and you try to comment or post, I have to approve it. So I have to keep an eye on that as well. We don't want to leave anybody outside. Everybody is welcome. So, yep, good stuff. I don't know if I send a notification on YouTube for everybody, but yeah, we should be good. We should be good. All right. So the topics, so many topics tonight. We said we will talk about. We made a poll, and we said we will talk about antennas. Let me see. Where is this? Where is this? Okay. Thanks very much. Where is Ted? Where is your I found it. So base antennas. So we asked 1,000 people. No, that's not us. So base antennas. 45% of the people answered that they want to talk about base antennas. 8% is interested in coax conversation. 14% is interested in amplifier conversation. Other, if you have another, many people are confused with SWR. So that's a good topic as well, because increasing your power, it might increase your SWR. And the myth is that you can shorten the coax and that will fix it, but that shouldn't matter. The length of the coax has nothing to do. In some cases, maybe, but in majority, um, it has nothing to do how long is your coax. And Steve added as a fifth option to talk about the items for sale. So if you have any items for sale, okay. So Ted, I'll pass it on to you. Give me a second. I've got somebody just joined and said hello. We gotta greet everybody. Give me a second on Facebook. Levon, was that you? And Mark. Okay, guys, I'll check you in. Why am I not getting? Sorry, guys, too many things at the same time. All right, Levon says, Levon, sorry. You are number 21, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll check you in on the list here as number 29, 2 Oscar Charlie, 261. 261. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. And we're waving back to you. And Mark, you're number 30, okay? Mark is watching us from Facebook and also Levon. Levon is from New York. So thanks for that. And Mark is just watching from Facebook. Okay. All right. Ted, if you are ready, I think you saw what the people said there. So if you're ready, go ahead. I'll pass it on to you now. If anybody would like to check in between, feel free to do so. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Well, so we're trying something different here, like having a topic. My kind of intention was just to deal with one topic. And it looks like base antennas was the winner for the majority tonight. So I think we'll kind of deal with that. And yeah, and then the rest of them kind of will go into the mix for the upcoming weeks or whatever until your topic gets chosen or whatever. So yeah, if there's no like real business, we'll kind of try and stick to that topic. Anything to do with base antennas, what you kind of what was your favorite antenna back in the day? What's your favorite these days? What are you running? What have you run? Problems you've had with them? I'm far from a antenna expert, so pretty much the farthest thing from that. So I can only comment on some antennas I've had, some at home here. used in the shack. But yeah. Someone wants to start off like what their home antenna setup is, and what they're running, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Well, this is 962 out of BC. Currently, I am running a 6-element Mako, a Moonraker 4, and an old school super scanner antenna, which really blows me out of the water the way that thing performs. It's unbelievable. Radio, I run a Kenwood, no power, just 100 watts, that's it. And back in the day, I started out with an Antron, got rid of that, and then went to a 3-element beam and had some fun back in the day. Now I have all this mess.
Yeah, that's awesome, Dan. It's cool to hear someone actually running a super scanner, because there's a lot of rumors out there around those, they were, popular antenna back in the day, and very recognizable, right? But I've heard so many stories from, oh, they're like the greatest antenna, oh, they're junk. There's still actually a guy around here running one locally, and I've talked to him on it a few times. Seems to work well. But yeah, it's just kind of neat to have someone that's actually running one right now. And yeah, so it's working well for you, I guess.
First thing to do is that if you're new to CB and you want to make a base antenna, there's nothing wrong with making a quarter wave antenna. If you're not sure of the dimensions, go on YouTube, not YouTube, or anywhere on the internet, you'll find the dimensions. But I would recommend that you use a copper pipe. They're cheap now, and not aluminum. Use a copper pipe and use Romax as your radials. You only need 3 or 4, and any more won't do any good. And get into that. Get dimensions in that, and do that. You'll be surprised how well you can do. Get it up about a quarter wave of your wavelength, and you'll be okay.
Guys, let me know if the audio is okay.
Just,
Let me know.
That's cool, Eric. We'll just give everyone a chance. I don't know if Dan was done yet there, Eric, but anyway, yeah, we'll get to that as well. Dan, I don't know if you had anything else to add there, but go ahead if you did.
Yeah, I was gonna say there. Like I talked to my buddy in Italy. They're off the 6-element, no problem. So after I did that, I walked away, and I'm like, hey, I wonder if I could actually hear him on that
Kevin.
super scanner, let alone talk to him.
Kevin, I'll check you
So
in.
I flicked to the north position and used the other two as reflector deal. Yeah, not a problem into Europe with it. With 1 element, he had me in an S7 on that thing.
Dan, I'm just looking up the pictures of the super scanner right now. So is it like 3 elements vertical? I've seen you posting on Cluster DX today, and I was talking the same contact as you. I'm just presently using a Papa Tango 99 non-directional. So is that antenna directional for whichever way one of those elements are pointing?
Kevin, you're number 31 on the check-ins list. Thank you. Al,
Yeah, so I was using
number
the
32. I got
1
you. I
element
got you.
there
Happy
that
Friday.
faces north.
Get well soon.
And when you do that, it uses the southeastern, southwestern element. They turn off, and they act
Number
like
32.
reflectors
Al,
of that
get
1
well soon.
element
Thank
that's
you. Thank
flying.
you.
You can do either element, or you could switch it to omni mode, but that reduces your power like 3/4 what you can put into it. So I don't bother using omni, but it's like a beam, I guess, in some way, and vertical.
Guys on YouTube, is the audio okay?
Because I'm trying to figure out some sort of what the smallest
Should be okay.
antenna I can do. I'm kind of restricted to space, and that one I see looks like something that may work for a directional off kind of 3 ways by the looks of it. That's good. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, and I will say if anybody does find and get one and you don't know what element the coax goes to, take the relay box apart and kind of clean up the back wall of the aluminum housing. And there's a color code back there of what coax goes to what element. So you can never get screwed up.
All right, good stuff. Good to know.
Yeah, that's good to know. Thanks.
Yeah, my audio. Ooh, it's very loud. Okay, we'll lower it a little
Yeah,
bit.
thanks for kind of explaining the way that works there. Dan, there's a lot of new guys like me out here that, I've seen one once, but I'm not really familiar with it. I guess those
Yep.
would be from the 70s, I guess, those antennas. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I had one too. They were from late 70s and the 80s, actually. Had mine in the 80s. They worked really good. I really liked it. Three different directions. Was really good. I always liked that antenna. Had it at a few different places.
For the guy that was just before you asking questions, if you look up the Super Scanner PDF file, you'll see how it works. They got a page in there of the lobes of each position, so you know kind of what direction your signal is going with how this thing looks. I didn't think anything like this could go that far. So far, I've gotten Brazil and oh geez, Italy with it. So yeah, I'm very impressed with it.
Well, it is 18 feet tall, right? So essentially it's a half wave antenna. Just directional. So yeah, you can do that no problem.
Looks like.
But like Ted said, there's so much different talk about this antenna and the way it works and
Mark, post them.
blah 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 blah.
Post them on the group
I
here on
didn't think
Facebook.
anything
Okay,
of it
post
either,
them.
and yeah, I believe they are a collector's item now. So if you can find them,
Ken, you
around.
found it. I told you to refresh the
Um,
page.
but yeah,
You found it.
works phenomenal. It blew me away.
Yeah, I don't have mine anymore, but I still got the switch box. I just use it in reverse for. I got 3 or 4 radios all hooked up at once to one antenna.
Mark, you should download Zello. It's free. Yeah. Guys, let me jump in real quick and say hello to Kevin. Kevin is watching us from Facebook, 757 Texas. Thank you for coming. And Mark says it can work like a beam or an omni quarter wave. By the way, Mark has 2 switch boxes if anyone needs. And I asked Mark to post them on the group, and maybe somebody will scoop them. Also, Mark says you can use a rotor to take up the difference between half wave, not quarter. Yeah, so this is for you guys that you can put big antennas. June, I forgot June. Oh yeah. See, I have to be all over the place. June, thank you so much for watching, my friend. I'm so sorry I didn't see you earlier. Happy Friday. You are number 33, and thank you so much for that. Number 33. Mark is in Cambridge. Okay, Mark, Cambridge. I'll write this down also. Sorry, guys, I'm stealing. I'm taking up your time. Hold on. 9 Oscar Charlie 1010. Yes, sir. 9 Oscar Charlie 1010. June from Gatineau, Quebec. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Happy Friday. All right, I don't want to miss anybody else before June. Yep. Okay, good. Got Craig, got Alvin. Yep, perfect. The link for the Zello, you have to use your Android or iPhone and go into your app store and download and search for Zello Walkie Talkie, and it will be a red icon with a white square kind of logo. Zello Walkie Talkie. Download it. It's free to use, free to do anything. Just create a profile with a nickname or your name or your call sign, and on the bottom there it will be a search button. It will say channel, so you click on that, and you either look for a channel. You can make your own channel, or you can add and search, and then you type in Ontario CB Club, and you can get it. Anyway, download the app. If you get stuck, message here on Facebook, and I will tell you how to do it. It's super, super easy. All right, I've got 7 people watching on YouTube, 5, 6 watching on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. And about 30 and 34 maybe on Zello. So thanks, guys. Back to our conversation. You guys can have big antennas. I'm so jealous about you. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear anything. Go ahead.
Okay, Dan, you go ahead there, and we'll get to everyone. I promise everyone will have a chance. So yeah, just go ahead, Dan, there if you're not done.
Yeah, this would be the last thing. I would compare. Okay, I also ran a Moonraker 4 last year with all the DX, and that thing blew me away too. I would say the performance of the Super Scanner is just below the Moonraker, believe it or not. And that Moonraker was a beast. Ask Ted. And I would compare just a little bit under the Moonraker for performance wise, which wow.
Okay, right on. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I've talked to you on I think a few of your antennas there. Dan has a lot of huge collection, so maybe we'll get back around to you, Dan, to hear more about those. But Eric was saying something as well, so if you want to go ahead, Eric, what you're saying. Sorry for cutting you off there. Okay, maybe he's gone. Anyway, anyone else that wants to tell about their antenna or what they're running or whatever you're doing for a base antenna there, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I wish you guys didn't start the topic with super canners and saying how good they are. I'm still looking for one, and now we got 30 guys looking for one. Oh my God. I guess that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, now I'm looking for a super. I have one back home, guys. Believe it or not, back home 27 years ago, when I had my CB shop, I bought one to sell it, and it never sold. It doesn't matter. I just put it there on display, so people will look at it and say, "Oh my God, who is this guy?" You know. And yeah, I still have it. It's on my basement. Mark says the super scanner antenna is nowhere near than a Moonraker 4. Huh, huh. Okay, okay. Dan, do you have a response for that? A Moonraker 4 versus a super scanner? Or what do you guys think?
Well, when I ran the Moonraker, yeah, the Moonraker is better, but the performance of that Super Scanner is unreal. When I talked to Italy on my Moonraker, I was an S9. So an S7 from a Moonraker off one element, I would say that's pretty close.
I don't doubt it. I remember that antenna as being a fairly good antenna too when I had it. Um, you could make it directional. It was so nice.
What else did you have some other antennas back in the day there, Joe, that you really liked too?
Mark, maybe it's the conditions, right? Hey, Mark.
Well, yeah, I had probably just about all of them at one time or another. I had a Moonraker 4 at one time. It was a really nice antenna as well. I really liked it too. Um, I had a 3/4 wave ground plane once. It was 27 feet tall, and the elements at the bottom were 9 feet long, so it was 18 feet wide. That was a monster antenna. But it worked really good too. Aluminum. What else do I have? The Shakespeare Big Sticks, the 2-piece units, they work good. They always seem to work well. Yeah, had quite a few different ones.
What was the name of that? The 3/4 wave vertical that you had? Do you remember?
No, it was my brother's antenna, and he stopped talking on the radio, and he gave me all his stuff in the 80s, and the antenna was part of it. I took it home and put it up. It worked really good for, I don't know, he had it up for a good 10, 15 years. And then I had it up for probably 4 or 5 years. And then the SWR suddenly went crazy. It shot right up like there was a short in it or something. So I had to take it down, and the base where the vertical went into, were mounted to it, was wiggly back and forth. So I thought maybe the wind must have got to it.
Sounds like the old Radio Shack .64 ground plane. I've got 2 of those, and they work damn well. Yeah, they were known for that. Or the, I think that .64 actually has a coil in it. And last I heard, you can put 600 watts through it, where the half waves and whatever they had a little circuit board in that coil housing that was there with 2 wires that connected everything, and those usually burnt out.
Yeah, that could have been what happened to it. I don't know, but it got real bad, like it was a short in it. So I had to take it down. But yeah, I really liked it. It worked really well, like you say. I lived on, I don't know, about 10, 15 miles away from a bigger city in a little town. And when I put that up, everybody in town were like, "Holy, what are you talking about? Oh my God, bending my needle, what are you doing?" I was pretty happy with it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they definitely have ears, that's for sure. Holy.
Mark, get on Zillow.
Yeah, I think there's a few of those antennas back in the day from
Once a
Radio
week
Shack
we use
or,
it. Once a week.
somewhere thereabouts that had that printed circuit board in the bottom there for matching or
Ted, I'm so sorry, Ted. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so sorry. I leaned over to touch the screen, and my chair is on wheels, so I didn't put the e-brake, so I slide and then I lean more over and I touch the PTT. I'm so sorry. Look, Mark is good with antennas. He says that yeah, yeah. He says the 64 is or .64 is a great antenna. 64 is a great antenna. The 1975 Penetrator 500 was 64. Okay, and yeah. So Mark, get on Zello because I'm Mark. We do this once Well, the group that we have here, the channel that we have on Zello, is on 24/7. You will find people here talking at all times. Just once a week, we use the Zello to communicate with all our members. That's because we cannot do it on the radio, right? So this is not to take you away from your radios. It's just for us to communicate with all our members. Okay, so he will download it next time. So sorry for the interruption, Ted. I'm gonna pass it on to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was just saying that I think there's a few
No
Radio
fighting,
Shack
no
antennas
fighting.
that had that
Who says
printed
fighting?
circuit board in the bottom there. I had a CLR2 one time, and it had that in the bottom there. Anyway, we want everyone to have a chance to talk, so go ahead, whoever wants to comment, say what antenna they like or have or operate or whatever you want about this topic. So go ahead.
My favorite was the 5/8 I had that was from Radio Shack Mountain gave it to me. And we mounted it above our farmhouse and we had a real heavy gauge steel roof. And it just, it blew away everything around, even beams and everything.
Nice. Mark, no fighting. Don't worry, Mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, some of those old antennas, they had it really figured out. You know, I talked to a guy around here a few years ago. He's since gone silent key, but he had a penetrator 500, and man, that was that antenna performed like he was not close to me by any means, but I don't think he was running a lot of power either. But yeah, that antenna worked well. So you know, some of these old antennas we were mentioning, they were you know, those designs were kind of well tested and they worked.
I had a 3 watt radio or a 3.5 watt radio or an old TRC 48, and that thing I could pick it up in the middle of the afternoon and talk to right down south, right down to Georgia on a regular basis.
And I sent you, I took a picture of what that little circuit board thing looks like if anybody's curious. Go ahead and post it there, Ted.
Yeah, all right, I'll post that in the comments here in Zillow for you.
Nobody would have a .64 that they might want to part with, would they? I bought that Hysteria off of Hysteria off of Amazon, and that works unbelievably well. I'm getting stations I never got before, like when I had my other radios or antennas. Yeah, the bigger the antenna, the better. It's always been that way. And height is might. No, it's
Okay.
6 feet off the
Thanks,
ground.
guys. Thanks for being
It
here.
doesn't make sense. I'm picking up. I was talking to the Canary Islands the other day, and I used to talk to France on a regular basis. I don't know if it was the roof on the house that used to bounce the signals, or I don't understand. I used to talk to France and Italy and Belgium on a regular basis way back, and this radio just picks up everything,
Which radio is that?
and it's only like 6 feet off the ground.
Which radio is that, Dave?
Using an old Radio Shack. Oh God, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a 490.
Okay, good stuff. All right, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. It's been an hour of interesting conversation. If you don't see my face, you can hear the people talking we use the Zello walkie-talkie app. You can see it on the right corner here. It's free to use, free to download. Again, this is not to take you away from your radios. This is once a week so that we can talk to our members because we have members from all over the world. And thank you guys for being here. Happy Friday. And anybody else would like to say anything about antennas, guys? Remember, we're talking about base antennas so far, Moonraker and Super Scanner. So Ted, I'm gonna pass it along to you. And Al is saying Happy Friday. Yes, Al, I checked you in earlier. Let me look at my notes here. I checked you in as number 32. Okay, Al, thank you so much for coming. Mark, let me check Mark in. I know Mark is watching. Maybe Mark is busy. Mark, I'll check you in on number 34. Mark is our good friend from Buffalo. 207 Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. All right, good stuff. Good to have you here. Thank you for choosing us for your Friday night entertainment. I hope we don't put you to sleep and you hear something interesting. You can participate. You can feel free to comment. I'll do my best to read your comments. And yeah. So back to you, Ted. You are the moderator tonight, so please make sure that everybody has something to say and everybody participates. Thank you.
Yep, yeah. If you notice too, like a lot of the old tried and tested antennas from back in the day are being remade by other companies these days. Yeah, I had the best performing vertical antenna I've had is the Vector 4000, which was a copy of was it Sigma 4 or 5 or whatever they called it back in the day. But yeah, they're remaking the Astro plane. I forget what it's called now too. But yeah, so some of those designs just worked.
The Radio Shack once came to work well, like that 3/4 wave that I had, and when I first started out, I had a 1/4 wave ground plane. Was a 9-foot piece that was vertical, and 4 9-foot pieces that were horizontal. It was the ground plane, small antenna, and I had it sitting in my driveway, like you're talking about, low. And I used to talk all over the city with it, no problem. Everybody heard me loud and clear. It was really cool. Those Radio Shack antennas, they work good.
Yeah, definitely. They were yeah. Too
Foxman,
bad. Radio Shack still wasn't around. But
thank you for coming. Happy
anyone
Friday.
else want to share what they're running now or have run in the past or really like?
I'll check you
Um,
in.
I know
Tejas,
people
yes,
running
Tejas,
Antrons out
Tejas,
there as well. I had one of those. Started with
Tejas.
one of those, and it actually worked really well for DX. I know some people like them, and some people are not big fans of them, but they do work.
You're number 35, Foxman, on the check-ins list. Thank you so much for coming. We're listening to
Sorry,
Zello.
but
You know the Zello?
I use the Stereo 827 now, 5/8
Talking
wave.
about base
It's
antennas.
one of the best 5/8 wave I've ever used, probably ever. But like I was saying, if I could find a 0.64, the 3/4 wave, they're even better.
I had a Serial 827 as well. It was a good antenna. I had the first I had the Antron. Um, when I first started, I welded together some fence posts.
Foxman,
stuck
are you
it up
live?
here
I
and
can
there.
bring you in the stream,
I had
Foxman.
like, I don't know, 18 feet probably to the bottom of it.
Are you
And
live? Let me check.
I ran that for a while. It was,
Let me
worked
check.
well for DX. Then I just want to talk a little bit further locally, so I put the Antron up on the tower. I put a tower up, got it 50 feet, or I guess it was 60 probably to the bottom of it, and that made a world of difference for the for local stuff. Height is might, kind of more refers to local in my opinion. Doesn't matter too much for DX, but yeah. And then the A27 and then the Vector 4000. So yeah. Anyway, maybe we've kind of exhausted this topic. If no one else wants to share what they're running or antenna they like.
Got a question for you, Ted. I think you said you're running one of the Lightning L2. How long are the elements on that antenna? It says the beam is 5 feet, but how long are the elements, like from one end to the other?
Yeah, that's right. The boom is just 5 feet ish. The elements are I forget what they are now. I, like just over 4 feet, I
Mark,
think.
get on
Each one, so
Zello.
it's
Come
like
on.
you got
It takes 2
8 feet
minutes.
ish, something like that.
Are you on dial-up? If it's dial-up, you might take a few
Okay,
days, but
so that's pretty small size then. I'm looking at directional antennas, and man, some of them they're like so big, and I don't have a tower. I'm kind of limited.
excuse me.
That sounds like the old PDL2, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, the L2 lighting antenna that I have it's like pretty much patterned after the PDL2. Just a bit different matching system than the PDL2 had, but it works. Yeah, it's full wave for CB band, and it works. It's a wire antenna, wire around the reflector and the driven element, and it works well, really well.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Ted.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump in real quick. And Mark says he's running a high gain CLR2 5.8 omnidirectional. I'm so jealous of you guys, so jealous. So, yep, 10, 16, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Well, not 1 hour because I was late. I was waiting for you guys to finish up the conversation. Okay, so thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Ted for stepping up and with the topics and the conversation. Hopefully everybody will have a chance to speak. Yeah. So if anybody is new and they're thinking of getting an antenna, right? So what do you guys suggest? What do you guys suggest? I know America's favorite antenna is the Antro 99, which to me is noisy. But anyway, that's just me. All right. Yeah. If in the meantime you would like to check in and say hello, all we ask is first name and location. Uh, Introduce yourself. We're just regular people. We just use Zello once a week so that we can communicate with all our members. This is not, again, to take you away from your radios, right? Nothing can beat the radio. but we use it once a week just so we can communicate with our members. All right, back to you, Ted. And Ted is reporting live. So yeah, back to you, Ted. Let's let everybody to speak and express their opinions.
Yeah, we're reporting live here from Westwolf. Nick, why don't you share your base antenna stuff there? I know there could be some new people in here that don't know where you're running,
Cody,
there's people in here as well that don't have an option of setting up a base antenna in the regular sort of sense. So you did it really really well with your setup. So why don't you share what you're running there?
well, I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm gonna be honest for the first time in my life, and I'm gonna say that that antenna that you see on the window is just a cover up. On the other side of the building, I'm running a 12 beam. Its element is 28 foot. Yeah, it's a huge structure. I see it every night when I sleep in my dreams. So yeah, I'm just running the window antenna, which is um, it's based on a boomerang bracket. The elements are a little bit different, a little bit longer, and I was able to tune that antenna. I do not use any amplifiers, just whatever the radio does at the time. And I was lucky to have good conditions and talk to all over Europe. So you can buy a boomerang style antenna, a balcony antennas as they call it. Don't buy that vertical that it's 4 feet. You know that black vertical that it's only one element and it's about 4 or 5 feet. It has a regular bracket like an Antron will have on the side to mount on somewhere on a pole, and it's only 4 or 5 foot. That antenna is garbage to me. It will never resonate anywhere. And I sold one in my life, and I had so much hard time tuning it, and to the point that I gave up. So yeah, don't buy that antenna. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention that for that 24 element beam antenna, I'm using 4.2 kilowatts, which I had to rent the apartment next door to fill it up with generators. So basically, Hydro came here in my apartment, and they run a 10 kilo kVA line for me. All right. So yeah, in order for me to be able to use the 4.2 kilowatts for my radio. Back to you, Ted.
Okay, yep. That's amplifiers though. That's a topic for another night. No, yeah. Thanks for telling us about your antenna there. Yeah, some people can't, you're in an apartment or whatever, and there are options out there. Or, some people don't have a budget to buy an antenna, so you can make your own too. I think Eric touched on this earlier. I don't know if he's still out there or not, but anyway, yeah, you can make a good base antenna as well for CB.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I'm still here. I made many of my own antennas right back from the 70s.
Chris, I'll check
Yeah,
in
so
number 36.
what did you use? Wire or what did you use there, Eric?
Well, I couldn't afford aluminum. I couldn't find aluminum anywhere. I went to many automotive shops or everything, and I just couldn't find it. So what I did, I went to the dollar store, and I got you grab it, the little thing you pick up, it's just a piece of aluminum. I had a bunch of them, they all broke, and I thought, what the hell, I'll join them together. Next thing you know, I had enough to join together to make an antenna. Did that, but back in the day, I would use copper pipe. Copper is very resonant. You can do anything with it. You can make a beam out of it. But if you're really stuck, or if you have the property, you can also use wire. Any wire would work.
And that's what's in the inside of the Antron 99 is the copper wire.
Yep, yep.
That's actually, yeah, that's I now you say that you made me a one-to-one balun there, Eric, and I put my own wire on it there for the CB, and I put that up, and yeah, I had that up for quite a while. Was made a lot of good contacts on that, and it was just speaker wire I put on it, and the stuff I had laying around here, and worked very well.
There's a piece of black pipe, stuff you use for draining your house, sewer pipe. And you cut it to length, and you get the caps. You can buy the parts to put connect it all together. You can make the whole damn thing for about $5. Especially if you start ordering bits and pieces from Wish or Amazon and that, or how bits and pieces are broken. You can use bits and pieces off that to make it. And the wire, yeah, speaker wire is great. You can get that anywhere.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I had that up. I actually mounted that horizontal there for a while, and I just put a string across between a tree and my barn there, and just kind of just with zip ties or whatever attached it to there, wire there, and ran the coax up to it, and yeah, I made a lot of good contacts on that, so it doesn't have to cost a lot of money either to work, you know, especially when the DX is rolling.
I made a good antenna out of just a piece of coax cable, and it worked great. And I found out that it worked better than the Antron 10-4.
All right. Good
I
stuff.
made a homemade Antron. Basically, what it is, 17 and a half foot piece of wire. It could be anything. I even just used the outer, I took the outer coating of a coax wire. So you just have the center. I've used that. And then use ladder line. Now, ladder line you can get anywhere, but if you have trouble finding it, you can go and get a kit where you just have the wire out of the separators and just add and put two wires on each side. You get down to about the same length, 17 feet, and you have the opening at the end. It should be the fourth opening up for channel 40, and actually there's a few guys on the internet that have good proper dimensions for it. I have the dimensions for that. Too hard to explain right now. And then what you do is you throw it up a tree, and no problem. But in the summertime, it's bad because the leaves interfere terribly with it. But in the wintertime, you know, a tree with no leaves works very well.
Yeah, right on. Mark, do you want to get in there and do you care to share how you built yours out of coax
Yes,
there?
Mark. Yes, Mark. We want
Yeah, I
Mark.
just used I stripped the coax, and I used the bare copper wire of it. It was just, what was it, RGA-X.
Oh,
And
Mark.
I stripped that, used the copper line, and used the braided, and I stuck it up there. I used rope on a pole, and just ran the
Nice.
coax with a couple loops in it, and down on my radio, and you know, I tuned it up that way for the SWR, and I did it on an inverted P. I mean, yeah, that
Cool.
worked great. That worked really good for a long time. And then I just started to get back into the aluminum antennas again. Well, that, mind you, that was when I was on a bit of a hiatus, so I got back into the radio, and that's what I did. I made the coax antenna, and from there after that, I bought a Mako V58. I wasn't, that thing, I wasn't getting no good luck with it, and so happened I traded the Mako V58 for
a guy had a Penetrator 500, a 1975 Penetrator 500. He wanted my Mako V58, and I traded him straight up. I was happy. I was happier than a lark. And yeah, now I'm running a CLR2. It's okay. It's a 5/8 wave. It's high gain, and it works okay. But I would like to get another beam. I don't have the real estate anymore for a Wilson Shooting Star. I used to have one of them years ago. That thing was awesome. You know, just like a Moonraker 4. You know, you run both coax cables down at the antenna switch box, and you know, you do it that way. When he's feeding out, you hit it. You know, you go to vertical or flat side, whatever which way, and yeah, it was quite a lot of fun that antenna. So I wouldn't mind getting at least a Comet.
Wilson Shooting Star would top a hole in a Moonraker 4.
Yeah, it's very cool you mentioned the Wilson Shooting Star. It's like that was another one of those, you know, kind of legendary antennas that I've heard a lot about. Well, I haven't been into radio that long, right? So I've experienced, but you know, you hear stories about, you know, the Moonraker, the Shooting Star, you know, the Super Scanner, all these old great antennas. So it's cool you had one of those, and yeah, it's
I had a PDL2 as well. The PDL2 was just before the Shooting Star, and the demise of the PDL2. I dropped it off the tower. The wind got a hold of it. You're young and you want to get things done. So I'm up there in the wind and fucking with the pole and the wind and stuff like that. The wind won, and dropped the antenna out of the tower. I rebuilt it and that, right? It worked good again, but I mean, it wasn't as strong as it was when I put it up there. So yeah, I took it down, and I don't know whatever I did with that, and then I got the Wilson Shooting Star. The Wilson Shooting Star, obviously, you needed a bigger rotor for it because, man, oh man, that sure is a lot of wind mass
Yep,
on
yep.
an antenna. It might not weigh so much, but the wind load is just incredible. Oh my God, you should have seen that thing. I had it up on what was it, 30 or 40 foot tube tower, and once I seen that tube tower, starting to twist a little bit. I think it's time to change up towers. I got the angle type tower, but don't have any of that anymore. Don't have the real estate for that big beam. So no, I'm running a high gain CLR2. It's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest. I mean, there are better antennas out there, that's for sure. But I mean, it works okay, I guess.
You know, if you're having trouble with SWRs on even an Antron, sometimes it's best when it's down about 15 feet from the antenna connector to the Antron. Give it about 4 or 5 turns, coils. Make a little homemade dowel in that way. Maybe 7 to 6 turns. And use some zip ties and make yourself about, it should be around 7 inches in diameter. And do that. And then try your SWRs. And wow, it may improve. It may even get some extra channels too.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, yeah. Well, my SWR, it ain't that bad. I mean, well, it is pretty good. It's 1.5, which is okay, I guess. It is an older antenna and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I was thinking of rebuilding the coil on it one of these days, but, yeah, we'll see what happens.
yeah. I had a story about a CLR2. A local kind of scrap dealer around here. He came driving in here one day and said he knew I was kind of like into CBs and whatever. Well, he's like, I think this is a CB antenna I got in the back of my truck here. Well, yeah, it ended up it was a CLR2. So he's like, yeah, just give me $5. Wouldn't probably hardly get that for scrap for it because it's pretty light, right? Anyway, so yeah, gladly paid him that for anyway. I was sitting in the shed there for a while, hadn't really done anything for it with it, and then so my one buddy over here wanted it, and he got it, and he rebuilt the coil, like he put a coil in the bottom, built a coil in it instead of the printed circuit board thing, and then he polished that thing up. Looked like a brand new antenna, and man, that thing, it really works. Yeah, so they're pretty cool antennas.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Yeah, you can you get rid of that little printed circuit board out of there, and I've seen that guys actually build coils on the outside of the antenna. You know, they're going to handle the watts, right? So whatever you throw at it, you know, the thicker the wire, the more you can throw at it. Obviously. Um,
Mark, I'm so sorry, buddy. Shoot, you guys are gonna think I'm doing this on purpose. I'm so sorry. You took a deep breath and I thought you finished. Thanks for downloading Zello for us. It's good to have you. Yeah. So Ted, come on, man. You gave the guy $5. Give him a 20 at least. You know. Come on, $5. You hear that, guys? $5.
oh well. Hey, you know, when I got this CLR2, I got a brand new super scanner and a brand new CLR2. This has got to be going. Geez, I'm saying 7 years, but man, oh man, it has been longer than that from a guy in North Bay. So I had a trucker buddy of mine. I says, "You happen to be going to North Bay anytime soon?" He says, "Yeah, I'm going this week." Okay, well, we should be able to meet this guy and pick up these two antennas for him. He's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So yeah, I got both antennas, the Super Scanner and the CLR2, both at the same time. So I put them both up at the same height to see which one would do better. And you guys can believe me or not, it's okay. But the CLR2 did a lot better than the Super Scanner did. And you know, I even tried, you know, went outside. Okay, hang on a minute, go outside and turn the antenna like the Super Scanner, the element a little bit towards like, you know, northeast or whatever, like say in the middle of it, and yeah, I made a little bit of a difference. But I think that, you know, that CLR2 5/8 Omni basically blew that Super Scanner out of the water. I know where there's a couple of super scanners. I know where there's one in fact, like the people will sell, but it's pretty high up on the tower. Gee whiz, it's got to be up at least 60 feet, I think.
Ted, another thing now that I remembered, uh, did you ever saw that guy again? If it was me and I would give you the antenna, I will never pass by again from you. Never again from that neighborhood. Not even from that street.
Well, this is a scrap guy, right? So no interest in antennas or anything like that. But yeah, um, well, I don't know. Maybe Mark, you could make a few bucks on that super scanner if you if you
Hey, Paul.
went took it bought it took it down. You could probably resell it.
Hi, Paul. Let me check you in.
Yeah, no, they got a oh, what's that 6-star antenna? Who makes that? Is oh, for crying out loud, who makes a 6-star beam? Not Gizmochi, the other one. And so they got that up there, and then they got the Super Scanner up there. But them towers are pretty high. I mean, I ain't got the balls to climb them anymore.
Hi, Paul. I checked you in number
Joe
37.
Gunn that makes that one? I don't know.
Number 37. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Joe Gunn, yeah. Like I say, I haven't got parts to climb the towers up there anymore. I mean, where the Joe Gun is, that 6-star, I'm telling you, it's gotta be up there at least 80 feet. Okay? and that super scanner has got to be up there at least 60, 65 anyway. I remember people putting up big scanners with they turn with the beam, and they couldn't talk. They couldn't talk to their neighbors a long time ago. You know, it didn't make sense back then because it was all local.
Thank you, Levon. Thank you,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. Like we used to live out on Cooper Road, number 8 highway.
I checked you in already, my friend.
I had the Wilson Shooting Star, and I used to hit people harder in Cambridge.
Number 29.
People in Cambridge.
Have a good
People
night.
thought
Thank
I
you
was
so
trying
much.
to take
73,
power
my
or
friend.
something. I'm like, no.
Thank you for
Everything
coming.
just right. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just right. Like I could talk anywhere on that thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, Pete, if you're trying to say something or we didn't get it, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's just listening to Nick have a bit of a dig at Mark there about offering that fellow $5 for that antenna he had in the back of his head. Just jogged my memory about the story I heard recently about a bloke that went to a like a small handset.
Yep.
I remember back in the day, you know, back in the 70s, my grandfather started got me into the CB radios. He went by the handle of, boy, I don't know if any of you older guys remember Ernie Nard. He got me into the CB radios, and when I first started out back in '76, it was with a realistic Mini 23, the Archer Triola beam, and that's how I started out with it. Triola beam on the flat side. It was great.
Pete, you got cut off there. Just everyone, just give him a chance to. He was telling a story, so yeah.
Sorry, lads. Just listening to Nick have a dig at Mark about $5 for the antenna. It just reminded me of a story I heard recently about a bloke that went to a small handfest in a place, I think it was called Simcoe County, and they had this raffle, and the bloke won a radio in the raffle, and he walked up, accepted the radio, shook the hands of the host, and turned around and went to walk back to his car, and a bloke in the crowd said, "How much for the radio?"
It happens. You gotta be at the right place at the right time. Yeah. I didn't offer the guy $5 the entire. He offered me for $5 though. Wasn't like I was ripping him off.
Yeah, you ripped him off. Come on.
No, but Ted, the question is, when you sold it to your buddy, was there a profit?
Yes,
No,
yes.
honestly, he got it for the same money I paid. So I didn't do anything with it.
Scott, thank you for coming, my friend.
He paid me the same money I paid for it.
You are number
Back in the
38
'70s, I remember guys
on the
putting
chickens
up antennas.
list.
It was like a loan shark pool salesman.
Happy
They would
Friday.
put your antenna up, and they would set it up, and they would put the highest rate. Got guy wires, everything. And you couldn't talk across the street. I think part of your conversation cut out. Could you bring that back again? No, I remember guys back in the '70s. Like I remember guys putting up, and my uncle was saying that guy's getting like ripped off, and these were guys. They're like pool, like not. I don't want to demean pool salesmen, but some guys would just like put everything up, and then biggest tower, guy wires, all this stuff, and put the antenna up, and give them the best of everything. But that thing couldn't the guy wires that were affecting that setup. You know, like the guy wires can really interfere in your signal, that's for sure. Not unless you have them guy wires insulated at so many feet. I think it's 4 feet or 6 feet or something like that.
Yeah, being probably not meant for local. If you're trying to talk to local, you need a vertical to work with. I feel anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Well, depending, I guess. If you have a vertical beam, you could probably talk local okay, but horizontal, unless you're talking to another horizontal, you know, you gotta have the same polarization or you're losing too much of the signal, right? But yeah, I don't know. I found like HIDIS might only really applies for local. Kind of, I don't know, around here anyway. That's what I found.
No, I remember guys putting up beams and everything back then. The mines were doing good. Guys had big money, and they would put the best of everything. Like, and it wasn't worth what they were doing. I got the same radio now as we had back in well, when it came out brand new, was the Cobra 2000, and it's been good radio. I blew the finals out of it once, but you know that was my own darn fault. But it's been a tried and true proven radio, that's for sure. Like I say, I've talked all over the world on that thing, on that Wilson Shooting Star. It's a bit of a challenge on this 5/8, though. I don't know. For talking DX, I mean, my SBR is good. Mine ain't bad. Probably up only about 20 some odd feet. I know it should be at 36, but whatever. I just remember people getting ripped off really bad, like back then. I don't know why. There were just people that were really scamming people. Yeah, I used to help out a lot of local putting their antennas up and setting up their radios for them and stuff like that. You know, I've helped guys put up, and you know, the few bad apples that were around, you know, there are bad apples on the radio that, you know, it cause a lot of trouble, you know, that they need. I just remember some shady people back then doing whatever they wanted, and the best people that had the most simplest system.
Mark, you kind of touched on something there that I've heard from a lot of, you know, older operators. You know, guys have told me, oh, we used to talk all over the place, all over Ontario kind of thing on, you know, the standard, you know, 12-watt sideband radio. And, you know, it's just like, I'm thinking, like, how is that possible? Like, I don't know. I've talked to a few people about it, and it's like, is there just so much more interference in the airwaves these days, or everyone's running so much more power, or, you know, what is it, you know? But I don't know. It's just, I think, you know, there's still some pretty good antennas out there, but I don't know.
A lot less interference, a lot less people on the radio too.
There's a lot of people that are running a lot of watts now too. Like it wasn't like it was like back in the 70s. You know, I ran barefoot for years. Right? I ran barefoot for years, and I didn't need an amp. But nowadays you do need an amp because everybody else is running power. They can't hear you anymore when you run low power because these guys are running 6,000-7,000 watts, maybe more. You know, that's why nowadays, because everybody's running power. There is a lot more interference. Pull up to a intersection with the advanced green. You can hear it coming across your radios. All the LED lights they're giving off tons of RF.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, right? Just as far as RF signals interference these days. Wouldn't that be wild?
I used to be able to transmit on just simple 4 watts. Well, I was a little higher. I was up 100 feet up. On a simple little antenna, quarter wave antenna, and get out all over the place and talk to all kinds of people.
It was
But now, ever
conditions,
since all the new
conditions.
traffic lights have come out and the new street lights have come out,
It was
here I am now.
conditions.
I'm out in the country. I have nothing here around me at all, and my radio is dead quiet. If I was where I used to live before Milton, oh my God, it was terrible. And also cell phones. Now, they opened up the frequencies for cell phones. The bands that the ham guys weren't using anymore, pretty close to 27 megahertz, ruined everything. It's not the same. Plus that, back in the day, we always had the asshole, like the one woman guy, who would key a microphone up all day long on a Sunday or something like that, just to ruin it for everybody. You know, there were always one of those crowds.
They got that one guy. They got guys now that they're signal distributors over, messing things up too, right?
So I'm wondering, we're talking about beams there and stuff. If a beam is going to be more helpful when they start this over the horizon radar interference, let's just call it interference.
That's a tough one.
Depending which way, which like you can kind of block out some stuff with a beam, right? Because they're directional. You could kind of face it away unless you're wanting to talk in the same way the interference is coming. But yeah, it does help a bit in that way.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Back in the 70s,
Back in the
I think
70s.
their beam had put up about 5 degrees up, just a tiny bit up. Skip.
Back in the
But
70s.
back in those days, it was illegal to talk skip, but it would work.
Okay, guys, let me jump in here. We are live. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. If you're watching on Facebook, you can only see my hand and the radios. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see much more. I'm showing clips of past Hamfests and whatnot. So thanks everybody for joining. This is your host Nick. This is our Friday Night Live Net. We do this once a week, and we use the Zello walkie-talkie app, and that's just for us to communicate with our members. It's not to take you away from your radios, okay? So don't take it the wrong way. It's just once a week for a couple hours. So thanks everybody for coming in. I just don't want to miss anybody. I've got so far checked in 38 people. So 38 people came by and checked in and say hello. Our good friend Peter is watching us. You're watching the stream, Peter. We are on YouTube as well. You know that. Yes, sir. Good evening. Yes. Thank you for coming. All right. I don't know if everybody had a chance to speak about antennas. If anybody has a question or a concern or a suggestion or something that you want to see changed, or to suggest something or whatever, or you just want to say hello, please feel free to do so. We're trying to give everybody a chance to speak and say hello. Besides the check-in at the beginning of the stream, tell us what you think. We're talking about base antennas. I'm jealous of everybody else because I'm in an apartment on the 3rd floor and I can only use a window antenna. So, but I've done good with all my contacts to Europe and whatnot. So yeah, just say hello, introduce yourselves, and you know, um, you want to change the topic and you have another question, please feel free to ask at any time. Don't wait. Jump in and you know, say what you want to say. Go ahead.
Neff, I really appreciate you getting me onto or helping me getting onto the Zello app. This is a lot of fun. I just want to say, Nick, Ted, I think tonight's gone good. I like the idea of having a topic and everybody kind of staying on point.
Yeah, right on. Got it. Good to give something different a try, and then you know, some nights are just kind of like no direction, and you get talking stupid. you know, myself included. So it's yeah, it's nice to have conversation like this. But I've enjoyed it, and hopefully everyone else is too.
I didn't chirp in about my little homemade 2-element. That was another option. Homemade 2-element beam. I'd like to convert it to a 3, which I haven't done, but it's worked for me. It's done not too bad. I think it could do better, but it's worked for me.
Yeah, Wayne gets out very well with that beam he made. I can vouch for that. Um, we can talk anytime he wants, and I know he shoots a lot of DX over there. So yeah, maybe you want to share some more about that, how it's built there, Wayne.
Yeah, I know Harry loves his copper, but I didn't do that. I went for cheap, and
For
I
cheap.
started out with EMT tubing, which anybody that's got some electrical background knows what EMT is. Other people, it's that tubing you see if you're at school, or an arena, or whatever, and you see the metal tubing going to switch boxes and lights and that sort of thing. I used 1/2-inch EMT tubing to build the radiator and the reflector. And I used, I can't remember if it was inch EMT for the beam. It might have been. I can't remember exactly now, but I think maybe it was inch EMT for the beam. 8-foot piece of inch. I spaced the radiator and the reflector at 92 inches on center. The radiator is 204.5 inches, and the reflector's 216, about 5% longer. And it's really prone to conditions. I guess everybody's signals are. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's doing anything, and other times make some pretty good trips with it.
If you have very thin bamboo, if you have very thin aluminum, what you can do is go down.
Hi, Cody.
Center,
Thanks for coming.
plants, flowers, and stuff like that. It's still very thin bamboo. And what I did, I just shoved bamboo through the rods, and that made a big difference. If I had a boom that was aluminum, but the beam I had was a little heavy, and I shoved great big thick bamboo right through the middle of it, and wow, it weighs nothing.
Yeah, I think this thing weighs 26 or 29 pounds. I'm not sure that I can wrap my head around how the bamboo would improve it, or maybe you're talking as an alternative to some of the components.
Well, one thing about the boom, you don't have to have the elements actually grounded to it. It doesn't matter. You can have a piece of wood, for example, 2x4, just for example, and have the aluminum elements attached to it, and that would work just fine.
Okay, I follow you. I thought maybe that's what you meant, and I
considered maybe going for something different for a for the beam itself. I was even thinking if a person get square aluminum stock instead of round, it might solve some problems that are involved with trying to mount stuff to a round surface if you squared off surface. Anyway, I don't think it's too challenged to make this thing into a 3 element. It doesn't have to be that significantly longer than what.
That's true. What you can do, I've seen one guy do this. He took a nice piece of bamboo and he drilled the center out and put a bolt in between so you can make it long enough. You want about 9 feet. And then what he did, he took ordinary bamboo you buy from a garden center, attached wire to it, and made a
Thank
beam
you,
out of
Pete.
it, and it worked quite well. It made a 3 element beam.
Thank
Just
you.
do it that way.
I'm a funny guy, you know.
You cut off.
I try.
at the end there, Wayne, too. But yeah, you mentioned square boom. I think Joe Gunn, or they used to have square booms on their beams. But yeah, they were
Cheers,
pretty
cheers,
sneaky,
mate.
being
Cheers.
there, from what I remember.
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah,
So
and
cheers.
it's getting to the point
Oh,
where
where are you watching?
if
Okay,
I
you're
start
watching
doing
from here.
much
Okay,
else,
cheers.
I'm gonna get like Dan and get
Cheers.
myself an inlet rented in order to get stuff up where it belongs. The old climbing legs have wobblier knees than they used to have, and the strength is leaving the arms.
That's part of my problem with my one.
Thank you,
tower.
Cody. Thank you so much.
I can climb it now. Okay, I've kind of got over that, but I mean, I'm holding on. So I do have a a belt I can tie myself off and stuff, but I'm still hanging on so tight up there. Can hardly do too much, So.
Oh, I understand. I fashioned myself a little plywood
73,
plate
thank you, Cody.
that will
Safe
rest
drives.
onto the tower, sort of give me something to stand on where I'm not trying to wrap my legs around the tower. But even then, you question how much you can trust it.
You guys are brave. I'd be up there screaming for my mother.
Well, I'm right with you there, Harry. I'm pretty close to that now.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it either. I just got sick of riding the lift because it gets expensive. So I'm like, well, gotta get over this. Yeah. Anyway.
How much is it to run a lift nowadays?
Well, I had to rent a 60-foot Genie, and that was, if you rent them on a Friday, you get Saturday and Sunday free, basically. They charge you for 2 days instead of 4, but it was still $813.
Wow, that's a
Oh
lot.
my God. Really, right? So like, if I, no thanks. I think buying an antenna would be better off.
Yeah, that's what happens if you're. That's what happens if you're scared to climb. Otherwise, you just climb and you save yourself $800.
Yeah, if a person knew how to rig up a gin pole, you could have an assistant. And it's always good to have a buddy around to be a spotter and help out with stuff.
Make a tilting tower. I made one out of 2x4s, not 2x4s, sorry. The stuff you build a deck with. Square type. Oh, darn, I don't know the name of it. But anyway, I put 2 of them together, one on top of the other. And I used a little electric motor you use for a ATV, where you have the dirt, and hooked up to a 12-volt battery. I just pull the thing right up, no problem. I'm up about 30 feet. That's just using a wood tower.
Well, to be honest, guys, and I'm gonna say it in front of Dan. I'm not scared, you know. Dan gave us a very short notice, you know. If he would given us a week's notice or something, you know, we could have all chip in and rent a bus or a motorhome and drive over there, put a CB radio with a magnetic antenna on there, and you know, take turns driving, sleeping, and we would have made it there. You know, I would have, we could have all give a hand there. You know what I mean?
Figure out a big break for Roscoe and get us all on the road.
Yeah, tell us that about DX. Boy, the 10 meter dam was booming today. I talked to a guy over in England.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
What's your antenna, Matt?
Yeah, Matt. Sure. Oh, the Antro 99.
Intro 99, of course.
Of course.
Wouldn't have another antenna. And Thomas, I was barefoot. I didn't run no linear or nothing. Antron 99, brother, all the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I talked Belgium out of my truck today.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh.
Yep. Usually, if 10 meters is hopping, so is 11, right? They kind of go together pretty much.
Does anybody know the cost of those tow behind booms?
Yes, they're way cheaper. That's what I got the last couple times. I worked on my tower. The ones they have the rental here will do 50 feet. And what was it? Just over $200, 230 something or something. I think it was for the day.
Good stuff, guys.
So,
Good
and
stuff.
you don't have pickup or drop off on that because you tow it behind your own truck, right? So
Yeah, we could have rented a bus or something.
That's not too bad at all. I'm thinking you could pick up an antenna at one location, strap it to the boom, and drive it home, and stick it back up, and be all done in a day, no problem. Maybe even go over to a buddy's house and do a job for him too.
What kind of job would that be there, Mr. Roscoe? Come and party and take it down?
Oh, we all have antenna work that needs to be done, and 50 foot's not too bad. It would work at my tower's, I think
Hey,
it's
Mark.
45 to the top of it, so 50 would be great.
Thanks for coming, Mark.
yep, I didn't love it, but I didn't like the other lift either. But I mean, you get that thing extended all the way down, up. I mean, all the way up, and you're looking down over the boom there of it, and kind of swaying around a little bit when you're moving around. Yeah, just because they kept telling myself they wouldn't make these things if they weren't safe.
But
Yep.
they do warble a little bit, eh?
Sorry, guys. Let me say hello to our friend Mark. Mark is watching us from YouTube. Thank you so much, Mark. I'll check you in on the check-ins list. You are number 39. Okay, number 39. Yeah, thanks for coming. Happy Friday. And we're watching some of the clips, Hamfest there as usual. That's a nice CP radio. Yep, good stuff. No one else showed up. JT didn't show up. Steve didn't show up. Foxman came, and Cody, and yeah, and now you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, guys. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. So almost, let me see, this will tell me exactly how much time we were live. Actually, it doesn't, does it? No. Close to 2 hours, close to 2 hours because I was late tonight. So, yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Anybody else would like to say anything about base antennas? What was your first antenna, maybe? Which one you like more? Which one you regret selling? Which one you regret selling? Yeah. So yeah, back to you guys. The floor is yours.
My best antenna was a cheap homemade quarter wave
All right.
made on a bent piece of aluminum that was originally for a burglar alarm. And I put a 102 and a spring on it, and then off the corners I put four more various and sundry 102s that were all had the tips broken off, and that was the best antenna I've ever owned. And it cost me maybe $40 in parts.
Wow, that's really cool.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's very cool. Makes you want to, it's cool hearing stories like that. Just, I love experimenting with homemade antennas and that kind of stuff, so that's interesting.
Granted, it's one of the simpler designs of antennas, but it just worked. Um, did the UK a couple of times in it on it, Germany, and I think Italy. From I used to have a QTH in Kirkfield, Ontario, about 90 minutes north of Toronto, and it was fabulous, and very little noise up there. Just
I love it. You
the
guys
most
are
noise I've
so
ever got was
great.
plugging in my own
Oh, thank you.
real battery charger.
Thank you.
That
Thank you
was
so
like
much.
just dead quiet.
Makes me want to try something like that. The only problem these days, have you seen the price of
Don't get
like
me
one-way
started with
whips?
the prices.
I don't know if it's like because of shipping or what, but man, they have skyrocketed from what they used to be.
Yeah, yes, they are. And I think I bought one or two of them, but the ones I had laying around.
Yeah, I tried that too. Mine was just made of like a dipole, basically. I had two whips there. I had kicking around. I wasn't using them on the mobile, and so I made a base antenna out of it. Um, I put it horizontal, and it worked pretty good for DX. I should put that back up and try it vertical, and see how that works.
They work. My first antenna was that, but it was made out instead of 102-inch whips, it was made out of ground planes from an antenna that got damaged coming down. And instead of going to the scrap heap, we took the ground planes off of it and made a trick stick out of it.
Yep, yep.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, it's there's so much you can do.
Steve.
You know, that doesn't even cost a lot of money. That works well. Sometimes you have to mess around with them a little bit to get the best results. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, you remember Max. He didn't live too far away from us. His first antenna was a friggin' coat hanger. I was at his place back in the 70s, and I couldn't believe it. He lived over down on Trafalgar Road at the time, and it was a coat hanger. He had it up about 10
he might have been happy, but his radio probably was not.
Guys, let me say hello to Steve. Steve is UDX 483. Steve, thank you so much. Happy Friday, my friend. Long time no see. We are, you are number 40, number 40 on the check-ins list. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Tonight's topic is base antennas. Steve is watching us on the stream on YouTube because we stream on both platforms at the same time. Good stuff. Good stuff, Steve. Thanks for coming in. The mud bucket. Yeah, that bucket, Mark. That bucket looks very clean. Eh? so, so Steve, for those of you who don't know, calls himself the mud bucket, and Mark just posted a bucket there. That bucket is a little bit too clean. So, all right, thanks, guys. Yeah. So, anybody else would like to comment, guys, with the what may call it, the topic that we have here for base antennas? Please feel free to do so. If you want to say hello, that's also good. Just introduce yourself. All we ask is first name and location. So yeah, good to have you here. It's 11:15, almost 2 hours and some change, and yeah, we are here, and we use the Zello walkie-talkie app. Feel free to download it and join us. Again, this is not to take you away from your radios. This is just once a week so that we can communicate with our members. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ted.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention too, Nick, just add to that we're just trying to, having a topic every week. We'll try and get to most everything, kind of radio related. If you don't like that, the channel is always open. You can come here whenever you want.
Yep.
Other than this night or whatever, and talk about whatever you want. So shoot the breeze with everyone else on the channel. So, but yeah. Anyway, back to you guys.
I talked about Max's coat hanger antenna. I did say, how's your SWRs? He says, huh? What's that? So, it didn't matter back in those days. If you got out a quarter of a mile, you were happy. Remember, back at that time period, you can get a lot further on lower watts. And all we had was 4, and we got out. And I used to drive a transport truck for a short time, and like that job. But anyway, I had a CB radio, and I went to Ontario, Quebec, and all that. I talk to all kinds of people, nice people, and but things have gotten not as nice now. I don't know why. Too bad. Shame. We had fun back in the day. I'm talking about 70s and early 80s.
Yep.
Yep. I had no idea about SWR either and stuff when got my first antennas and whatever. Was first getting into it, but yeah, that'll be another upcoming topic as well. That I think there was grounding mentioned. I forget what all was mentioned, but there's lots of topics on the list. So yeah, we'll get to them all. There's lots of interesting things. But yeah, if anyone else has anything else they want to say about like base antennas, then go ahead.
Just a question from the Navy. Heard this mentioned before. Takeoff. Anybody explain what that means?
Take off.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, so you talking about like takeoff angle, like uh, of an antenna has a lot to do with, I guess, the has a lot to do with the wave of the antenna and the I guess the height in relation to the horizon and all that stuff. I guess I'm no antenna expert, but um, there was a lot of when I had a Vector 4000, there was a lot of discussion on that because apparently it had some kind of interesting things going on there with it as compared to some other regular verticals as for takeoff angle and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Someone else could probably explain a lot better than I could. That is more knowledgeable.
Well, the only thing I know about takeoff, back in the day, in the 70s, people were having a little trouble getting out because of the whole interference wasn't bad then. But we would use a beam or antenna, and some people even took their Antron, well, realistic ones anyway, a version of a 5/8 wave, and tilt it on a different angle, thinking they can create more skip that way. I don't know if that would work, but I did take my beam and move it up 5 degrees. That's all I did, and it worked quite well. I did it with this one here too, and it actually works. But they don't recommend it because getting local is horrible.
Yeah, it's not good for local, yes, but pointing upwards, it definitely helps because you're pointing higher. So theoretically, you are avoiding any obstacles. Steve says that he used a somewhat homebrew 5/8 wave vertical, the base of a Mako V5000 with the mast of a high gain CLR2. Huh. And a modified top that consisting of 4 radials to match the 4 ground radials. That is an interesting antenna. Mark, I want your thoughts on this one. And also, Steve says that it's also a bit more than a foot shorter than most to make up for the additional top hat element and the length of them. Huh, that's an interesting antenna. And I've watched Steve's videos. By the way, Steve has a channel on YouTube, UDX dash 483. Okay, UDX dash 483. You can go ahead and watch him. He makes contacts every like 3 times a day sometimes. Steve, I don't know how you do it, man. All right, so yeah, go give him a shout and subscribe to his channel UDX dash 483. So yeah, that's an interesting antenna you have there, Steve. Let's see if Mark or you guys, what do you guys think of that antenna? Everybody's checking your channel now. Everybody's on the internet.
That sounds like quite the homebrew antenna, you know, out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
lots of different parts. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can just hit on something that really really works, you know. And yeah, I can vouch for Steve's antenna. I've talked to him many times uh, there over the air, and it works.
See, I told you, everybody went to check out Steve's channel now, which is good. Good stuff. Yeah. So anybody else, any crazy antennas, any uh secrets that you want to share on how to make one, or uh oh, the video is finishing here. Just a second. I want to go back into my console And oh yeah, 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 yeah. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay, so this one here and this one here, and somehow we are back. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for coming. Yeah. So, guys, what do you think? Also, do you have anything for sale? Back to the suggestion that Steve made on Facebook. Um, you all saw it on the poll there. So you anybody selling anything, or what are you gonna do with all these radios? Like, come on, right?
Not selling, but I just picked up an old Radio Shack Baby Blue stick for $25 off it. I just decided North Bay
25.
and
What?
gave it to my brother-in-law who getting on in years, and so now I got to go up and install it for him in a couple of weeks. But $25, I'll take a chance on that.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Radio Shack. What now?
What?
You're gonna have to explain that to me. I'm new, so
What?
I'm
What?
not familiar with that one.
I can't remember what they're modeled after, but they were a vertical dipole kind of all-in-one antenna. So it was about inch and a half, inch and a quarter wide for 9 feet up, and then almost like a 102 on top of that. And they were colored baby blue, so they sort of blended in with the sky a little better than white ones. And they were pretty popular back, well, 40 years ago.
Oh, very cool. That's one I haven't heard of. So that's pretty cool.
I picked up a couple of what they call a one-hander, realistic 23-channel radios. I picked up two of them. And what I do with them is I have a boat, and I put them on my boat, and my brother has a boat. He grew up by
A
McTeer,
boat.
not McTeer, sorry, Midland area.
A boat.
And so what we could do now, we pick a channel, and now we can talk on it to each other. We always had trouble. We used to use a cell phone, but the tower in that area is horrible. So I decided to do it this way. He's happy as hell. There's this little 23 channel, the gray, they call the one-hander. They used to sell for a ton of money, and now that I used to pick them up for $10 a piece.
Sounds like a score.
Yep, yep.
I think I'm gonna have to sign off here. I've got a migraine hit me here, so headache. So anyway, not the conversation or anything. It's been great. And yeah, it's been very interesting to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't do it anymore. I gotta. But anyway, yeah. It's been good. Next week I'll try and get the post up there earlier in the week for voting on the next topic we're gonna do for next week there, and hopefully everyone is kind of enjoying that type of thing. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here.
Whoa, 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 Ted! You cannot just walk away like that. You cannot walk away like that. Come on. Don't be this guy. Um, what I was gonna do something here and I totally forgot. So yeah, don't be that guy, Ted. Um, yeah, I thought there was a hamfest tomorrow, guys. I honestly thought there was a hamfest. I got psychologically ready. I even well, I didn't start packing, but I had in my mind what to pack because from time to time I like to get rid of some radios. And then I'm thinking, let me go check on the website and see, when is the Hamfest, and it's next week, so it's not tomorrow. Can somebody confirm that? I think I even posted it, but I don't know. Why did I have the impression that it was tomorrow? Anybody can confirm that? Over.
I'm pretty sure it's not sweet.
Yeah.
Ancaster is next week. I know that. So I don't know about anything tomorrow, but anyway, yeah. Sorry for bailing. It's just either I gotta go take some Advil and lay down, or puke here, and that wouldn't be good. Anyway, 7-3, everyone. Have a good rest of the night, and catch you on the next one.
All right.
73's Ted. Thanks again.
73's Ted. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Yep. Yep. Steve says also.
73's Ted. Thanks for me. And I'm out too, guys. Cheers. Name here's Dan 441. Cheers.
Take care, Ted. Hope to pick you up on the airways shortly.
Good job, Ted. Thanks, man.
Take it easy. 73.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark, for downloading Zello for us. Now we need to convince Steve to download Zello. Yeah, Steve says because, Steve says good night to Ted, and also because he says because you go to one every week. Yeah, if they have, I have to go, right? And I have to be there bright and early to find that deal, that ICOM 7300 for $50. I'm gonna get one. There's no question about it. I'm gonna find one, and when I found it, I'm willing to spend up to $65 on it. So if the guy sells it to me, the other day, I know you guys are leaving. I just want to say something funny. Mr. Pete, thank you. Pete says, cheers, Ted. So there is a guy that's selling an Yaesu FT 2000, a nice big HF radio, tinted glass, where the SWR meter is, and all the channels, indicators. It has a nice dark tinted glass on it, and it's amazing. And that radio sells for at least a couple thousand. So I go to the guy, and I look at him. I look at the radio. I look at him again. I look at the radio. He's like, "You like it?" I said, "Yeah, I like it, but I only have $300." Yeah. So, oh, Steve. So wait. So I tell the guy I only have $300. I can only offer $300. He didn't have a price on it, and I didn't ask how much he's selling for, right? So I just go to the guy and I said, I can only give you $300. And he's like, okay, are you gonna email me the rest? And I'm like, what do you mean the rest? So the gentleman was asking 900 for it, $900. And I'm like, really? So you're not gonna give it to me for 300? And I pull out 300, right? Well, I pretend I have money, I'm putting my hands in my pockets, and I go, oh, here, let me give you 300. And that was funny. That was funny. Steve says he will do up to 95 for a 7300. Okay, well, I'll give 97 there, Steve, if we can find one. Let me say hello to our friend Maury. Maury, you were there. Yes, sir. I'll check you in number 41, okay? Maury's watching us from Facebook. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. As I said, you're number 41 on the check-ins list. Happy Friday. Good to have you here. So yeah, that was my funny story. Mr. Bill. Come again, sir? Come again? Somebody keyed up, but I don't know what happened. So please key up and say hello, because we didn't hear anything. And another funny story. Let me say hello to Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill 158. If you're in Ontario or in on the air, you will hear 158. He's one of the top three. Who's the other two? I guess he's by himself on the top there, uh, on the top loudest stations on Channel 38. So thank you, Mr. Bill. You're number 42 on the check-ins list. And I make a lot of jokes, especially on the Hamfest. I would say, somebody's looking at the table and I'll say, yeah, make an offer, everything's gotta go. And, people saying, okay, yeah, whatever. I said, listen, make an offer because we don't want to bring anything home. If we don't sell them now, we're just going to go under the bridge there and dump them there if you want to come back after and pick them up. Just a funny guy here.
Hey guys, it's Perfect 434 out in Alberta. Um, I just thought I'd chime in. I heard you guys talking earlier about coat hangers. One of my first radios and antenna setups that I had, I was probably 19. I'm
Wow.
56 now.
Oh, wow.
It was a 102-inch whip, stainless steel. I had, I believe, I want to say 6 coat hangers for ground planes. I was running a realistic Navajo 458, and to this day, I have no idea how that radio survived that setup. The top of that radio, I used to put my tea on top of it to
Oh,
keep it
wow.
warm. The radio got that hot. So yeah, that's just, I heard you talking about coat hangers and that, and it just reminded me of like one of my first setups. And I think I went to an Antron shortly after that. Um, my personal experience,
Wow.
one of the best antennas I've had and used. Um, I've talked all over the world on that Antron, and I know people diss them and don't like them and whatnot, but yeah, anyways, I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in.
Very nice, my friend. Thanks for coming. It's your host Nick. I apologize I didn't get your first name. I checked you in on the list. You are number 43. Okay, number 43 on the check-ins list. Steve says that he knows a guy that he got a 7300 Icom 7300 for $600 and an Ameritron AL80B for $600. Wow. That's some serious money. So yeah, my friend Wanderer, please one more time, uh, just for the record here, so I can check you in properly. Just your first name. Thank you so much.
Good, good.
One second there, QSK. Next, you already signed me in earlier tonight. It's Craig, 434 Alberta.
Yes, Mark here, 1137 Ontario, Canada. I'm gonna have to sign off here. I'm gonna have to say 73s to you. All right. Yeah, the wife's gotta go to bed, so she doesn't want to hear this going, I guess. Or the neighborhood. Anyways, so 73s, guys. It was a great conversation tonight talking about antennas. I really appreciate the next get me into the Zello app here, and it was nice meeting you all. And yeah, next Friday night we'll catch us on and probably 27th, Ontario. We're clear for the night. Check, check.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for coming. Of course, I'll be there. Okay, I'll be there. You see a guy videotaping, stop me and say hello. Maybe we can go for coffee after. We usually go grab Harvey's after every Hamfest. But yeah, thanks for coming. Happy Friday, and have a great weekend. 73. We'll catch up again. Fred, yes, I checked you in. You're right. Yes, I'm looking at my list here. Uh, where did I check you in? Did I really check you in? Because I don't see. No, I haven't checked you in, Fred. So let me see here. Kevin, Al, June, Mark. No, no, I haven't. So yeah, I'll check you in at number 43. All right, no problem. Yeah, so that was a cool antenna. Steve says Antron was the antenna to have back in the late 90s. Yeah, yeah. So here in Canada, we have the Proton. It's called Proton 99. So the difference with the Proton is that instead of 3 longer sections, it comes in 4 shorter sections. It's exactly the same as the Entro 99, but the shipping is easier and cheaper because it has 4 shorter sections. So yeah, we sell. We sell. I don't sell, but that antenna is also in the market, equivalent to the Antro 99. Okay. Anybody else would like to say something? Comments, concerns? It's almost midnight. If you don't have anything else, maybe we should call it a night. What do you guys think? Go ahead. The floor is yours. Okay. Everybody left? Yep.
Nick, you're looking for the wrong guy. I'm Craig, C R A I G, 434, Alberta.
Yes. Yes. That's why I couldn't find you. I am looking at. I'm looking at like from the beginning. Like I have a number, and then everybody's name and number. So now that you mention it, Craig, yes, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so you're right. I did check you in number 27. So you're no longer number 43. Thanks so much. Yeah, so anybody else, guys? Questions, concerns, comments? Yeah, feel free. The floor is yours. Over.
Nick, I think everybody went to bed.
That is a good point
I'm
there.
gonna pay this like on 7300. Keep looking.
Oh, of course I'm gonna keep looking. Me and Steve, we are competing. Um, we are competing. You know, what should we call it? To find an ICOM 7300. I said I can spend up to $65. Steve said he can do 95. So maybe I'll do 97. You know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, who else is left here, guys? I see 20. How many? 20. Let me see 1 second.
Guessing you saw that little tiny Fox channel I picked up Wednesday. Picked up a video of it. Let me see if I can put on my bike and get a magnetic antenna or something to run it when I'm out and about. Just curious to see if it's how it sounds.
Huh. That was quiet. Nobody replied. Hold on. Steve is saying, um, your phone carrier won't grant me, my phone carrier won't grant me international calls. Uh, Canada is not international. You should have in your package US, Canada, and Mexico for what you may call it, uh, for calls. But if you download Zello, Steve, Zello works via the internet, right? So it doesn't need like all you need is data. You don't need anything else. And also, Steve has a great idea. I just saw this now. Steve has a great idea. We can pull our money and we'll ship it back and forth and share it. Yeah, so we will do one a week here in Toronto, and then I'll ship it to you. You'll keep it for 7 days, then you ship it back to me, and yeah, that can definitely work out. That can definitely work out. That is a great idea. Great idea, Steve. All right. Anybody else, guys, about antennas? Chris, I guess it's me and you, Chris, and maybe who else is left? Maybe Ari, Wayne. I don't know who else is left here.
What is it next you guys want to ship back and forth as a file or a gift?
Well, since we cannot buy an ICOM 7300, if we find it for like 60, 80, couple hundred, I was gonna say couple $100. I don't know, $100, 150. We'll split the money. We'll buy it together, and then we'll ship it to each other so we can both enjoy. I know 4 people here in Toronto that they bought a Ferrari. Okay, they all put money together. They bought a Ferrari, and every week or so they just share because sharing is caring. How about that?
I know some Italian guys. They got together. They bought a very expensive Ford Grand Marquis or something, or Lincoln. And what they did every Sunday, they would dress up in a suit and drive around town in Toronto. Then the next guy, his turn, and like it went on and on like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it sounds like to me.
That's exactly what we mean. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, if you don't have anything else, let me hear you one last time uh, so we can say good night. And yeah, it's almost midnight. A good, not 3 hours, but maybe 2.5 hours because I was 20 minutes late tonight. So let me hear you guys with your check-ins. Sorry, with your good nights. And yeah, I guess we'll see you on the next one. So let me hear you guys. The floor is yours.
Okay, sorry, 9 Oscar Charlie 156, Harry. And I think what you guys did was a really good idea of picking a subject for the night. Hey, stop that fooling around everyone else is doing. No, I ended up turning it off when you do that. But I think that was a great idea.
Okay, so Steve, I don't know if you're still here.
Yeah, it sounds like we had a really good conversation tonight about antennas and particularly for the game. Okay, the drawback of working afternoons like that. So I've been looking at getting the Joe Gunn elderly. It's operates both vertical and horizontal. I haven't figured out the horizontal part yet. I'm still looking at the picture, trying to figure out how you move it directionally, but I might just shoot them another message and ask. It's the easiest way to find out. But 320 US and shipping is surprisingly not that bad at just $80.
$80.
But of course, then you get the tariffs and the taxes and the customs. Yada
Yeah.
yada yada. So that's where the real money goes playing. But
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
more.
we're gonna let everybody go to bed and say goodnight to y'all.
It's gonna be more. We pay customs, shipping, customs.
962 down here out of BC. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna stay up late tonight with the DX, hoping to come in early.
All right, look at that. Who else? Who else?
Right here in my ancient problem at the moment, as I expressed to Dan yesterday, seems to be that I can't stop watching radio videos and channels on YouTube, Facebook, while having conversations on Zello long enough to actually assemble all the components that I've had here for over a week and a half now.
Uh, well,
9 Oscar Charlie 434, Alberta, Canada. 73 Steel Guns, and maybe we'll check in again next week.
thank you,
Thanks.
Fred.
Bye.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Pete, maybe we should shut down everything for you so that you don't have anything to watch and then go do some work, you know? Remember, 8.5 feet speaker wire. If you want to use 12 gauge, 14 gauge is even lighter. Audio wire, okay, 14 gauge speaker wire. You split it in half, 8.5 feet, 8.5 feet on the other side. Split the coax in two, you know, the positive and the negative. Twist it. If you want to solder it, you can solder it. And you put that horizontally on a tree or somewhere. And there's your antenna right there. And then you can, you know, see if you want to buy another one or whatever the case might be. But that's the quick and easiest way to get on any band. 8.5 feet for 11 meters, and then whatever it is for other bands. So yeah, good to have you, everybody. Steve, you're staying. Okay, good. I'm gonna hang out too. Who else? Who else is left, guys? And you want to say good night here on Zello? Let me hear you. The floor is yours.
290, Houston, Texas. Daniel, checking in.
Checking in. Checking in. 290. Let me write you down.
Copy.
Yeah, I do copy. I was writing down your name. You're number 43. Okay, number 43 on the check-ins list. But you are late. We are almost 3 hours on this net, and we were just about to say goodnight. So what took you so long? What happened?
I was busy fumbling around on Facebook and forgot all about this. My bad.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay. No biggie. No biggie. That's okay. Not a problem. Who else? Who else is left here, guys? I see 22 people on Zello. So with Daniel, we are up to 43 people checked in tonight. Thank you for that. Couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, who else is left? Nobody. It's so quiet all of a sudden. Yes, sir. So quiet all of a sudden. What is going on now? Are we frozen? Uh, okay, sorry guys, I'm doing something here. I'm trying to change the picture. And where are we? Where are we? Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. So let me close this and do this. Everything was working fine until I. There you go. All right. Well, no, the opposite. The opposite. Sorry, 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 sorry. Come on. Something like that. But we don't want this. We want the opposite. All right. So if you don't have anything else, guys, on Zello, we're gonna shut down the Facebook stream. And yeah, thanks for coming. 73. We'll stay. I'll stay a little bit longer on YouTube. But yeah, thanks everybody. 73. And I'll see you on the next one on Zello and Facebook. Thank you. Okay, so one stream is down. Let me see if I can rearrange this. Let me see here. This one doesn't. Oh, I know why. There you go. There you go. And yes, perfect. Steve, what do you say, Steve? Anything new and exciting? Let me close this. All right, so the Facebook stream is done. I can disconnect. I have cameras everywhere, Steve. Cameras everywhere. Can disconnect this. Turn it off. Wow, this thing is overheating galore. So let it cool down. Yep. So we are here. Turn this guy off and unplug it from here. Yep, that's right. Oh, so anything new and exciting? Let me turn off this. Where is this? Let me turn it off. That's a little bit better. All right. Steve, how is the conditions if you're still here? How is the conditions? I put up the antenna while the guys were talking, and I just realized none of the radios that you see here is hooked up to the antenna. So I guess because I was late, I just hooked up everything. Yeah, there is no antenna. Where's the coax going? Huh, that's weird. All right, we'll stay for a few more minutes, and I gotta fill up coffee. Coffee is getting low. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, I fill up some coffee. Steve says he went out. He went on the air an hour ago or something. Yeah, and there was nothing but static. Yeah, it's crazy. You know how nice it is when there is conditions. You can get out there and make contacts. That's the best thing ever. When there is no conditions and you just hear static, you're like me. I watch your videos. Sometimes I don't comment, but I always keep an eye. I will go up to triple nickel, as they say, 27 triple five, and I always listen to see if anybody's calling. I would go everywhere. So yeah, because I will go up and down to see maybe nobody's talking on 38, which is rare, but the the way I do it is I go to channel 6 a.m. If there is nobody there, then I know there is no conditions, and then I'll go up and down a little bit, and then I'll put the volume down because there is no conditions. But Steve, we gotta get you the Zello, and what I was gonna say. Um, you cannot make international calls, but you cannot receive calls. I don't think so. You should be able to receive. Ask or check the plan that you have. Like there's gotta be, you know, gotta be able to receive calls at least. Cheers. Got some fresh coffee. Coffee at midnight. I'm crazy. Yep. Find out. But if you do Zello, you just need the Wi-Fi. You don't need, you know, you don't need. It's just data. Okay.
Anybody home?
Oh, no, everybody left.
Hey, Nick, I bought a Kenwood 140.
Yeah, those are great radios. I have the 680. I have the 680 next to me. I wish I can turn the camera around and you can see it. Um, oh, the stream on Facebook is done. It's finished. I'm only on YouTube. So I have the 680, which is the exact same radio. Okay, the exact same radio, but it has the um, the 6 meters, the 50 megahertz. Other than that, it's the exact same radio. My buddy, he looked at it, he tuned it, and I even took it in the park for some POTA, Parks on the Air, and it performed amazing. Amazing. I like it because there is no menus. Everything is knobs. Everything is out here. Like if I want to make it sound narrow, I just adjust the IF Swift. Boom, IF Shift. Sorry, and boom, I make it narrow. I don't have to go into menu after menu. But yeah, great choice there.
So it was designed for women?
I'm sorry. Who? What?
It was designed for women?
No, I don't think so. It's easier. It's easier to operate. So back in the day, that's what they had. They didn't have menu after menu after menu, so you cannot call all of them women. Back then. Come on, don't be like that.
I'm just laughing. I'm just making a joke.
Ah,
No, no,
yeah,
no.
you're
He's got
killing
a
me.
430 and a 440. And, well, what I heard is these things can just crap out at any time, the 440 and 430.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I have my first HF radio was the 440. The only thing with that, they put that paste on the circuit board, and um, in it after a few years, it acts as a conductor, and it shorts out everything. And the dots appear on the screen. I don't know if it's a voltage issue. Anyway, Steve says, I think I can receive calls. Yeah, you should be able to receive calls there, Steve. But ask your provider. You should be able to, like, when we buy a cell phone here, we get the data plan, whatever, and then we get North America and Mexico. So Canada, US, and Mexico, and it's all included. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say good night, guys. The missus is here, and she wants my help, and it's already midnight. Almost a good 3 hours. So I'm just gonna say 73 to everybody. Enjoy the weekend and stay tuned because next weekend we have a Hamfest. I'm gonna be there making the videos always. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of it. So thanks everybody. Have a good night and 73.
I'll send my niece and her horses.
Yeah, don't forget to feed the horses though, because I don't have hay here. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Steve, and everybody else. Yeah, 434 CB Shark.
They've got the hey.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. 73. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.
Wow, now you in. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, I got that message there
What?
about the antenna length. And did you get the message about a friend of mine who's got a whole pile of CB radio stuff and ham radio stuff he might want to download or get rid of?
Yes, Robert, and I think I replied back to you that, yeah, I'm interested. We can talk about that. I'm just ready to shut it down. We've been on the air for more than 2 hours. I will, if you are later around, I'll talk to you. If not, we will chat, touch base tomorrow. Okay? I really, really, really have to go. She's angry. Over.
Okay, no problem there. I tried to get in there, but it was just full. It was really busy tonight, man. Holy mackerel. Yeah, okay. We'll talk later there. No problem. But this guy, he's a former ham operator,
Yeah.
and he used to run a TV station, and he's got a whole ton of, you know, I was there, and I didn't know where to begin.
If she's angry, next, throw her in the shower and turn on the cold water. It works every time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.